Everything is worrisome beyond description. No matter how much we see, we are never satisfied. No matter how much we hear, we are never content. That was Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 8. And here, the writer is expressing an emotion of the tedious cycle of non-achievement. Pretty heavy, right? Yeah, I thought so too. But here's the question. Have you felt like what the writer was talking about? Are you satisfied with your life? Are you content with your walk with Christ? Or do you feel that life is meaningless? Well, let's talk about that next on Higher Learning. Contentment is the freedom from anxiety. The idea of contentment comes from a Greek word which means independent or self-sufficiency. But the Apostle Paul used the word in a Christian sense to show that real satisfaction or sufficiency comes from God. However, there are those times when it seems that life is going in a circle. You cannot find satisfaction or contentment in the things you are doing. You search for meaning and you run into a wall of confusion. You tell yourself, I'm living my life in vain. This feeling describes some of the emotions that the writer of Ecclesiastes was going through. But let me share with you what Paul's view is on contentment. In Philippians 4, Paul said, I don't have a sense of needing anything personally. I've learned by now to be quite content, whatever my circumstances. I'm just as happy with little as with much. With much as with little. I found the recipe for being happy, whether full or hungry, hands full or hands empty. Whatever I have, wherever I am, I can make it through, and I can make it through anything in the one who makes me who I am. Paul understood that being content is dependent upon our relationship with God and our focus on God. We learn in the book of Hebrews to be content with what you have, because God said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. And if your Father in heaven will never leave you nor forsake you, then we must see that contentment comes from a sense of inner confidence based on the sufficiency of God. God is sufficient. And as long as we have the fear of the Lord, that true reverence towards the Father, which leads to life, you and I will abide in satisfaction. We are content and we are satisfied because of the triune God being in our lives. So if you are not satisfied with life, or if you are not content with your walk with Christ, or if you feel your life is meaningless, Here are some of the words from Psalm 92. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree, be long-lived, stately, upright, useful, and fruitful. They shall grow like cedar in Lebanon, majestic, stable, durable, incorruptible. Planted in the house of the Lord, they shall flourish in the courts of our God. Growing in grace, they shall bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be full of sap or of spiritual vitality and rich in their burden of truth, love, and contentment. My brothers and sisters, you are righteous before God because of Jesus Christ. So walk in the newness of life that has been given to all of us who have given our life to Jesus Christ. And never again feel discontent or dissatisfied, because the Spirit himself bear witness to our spirit that we are children of God. So my brothers and my sisters, be blessed.